On an officer-involved shooting in a small Nebraska community.
We're getting our first look at the man accused of opening fire on Washington County deputies in Arlington. David Betcher was in court today after his release from the hospital. He was denied bond and faces 8 charges, including assault, gun, and drug charges. Investigators say Betcher did not listen to deputies' commands during a traffic stop. Witness video given to First Alert 6 here appears to show Betcher jumping out of the passenger side of the car and shooting at authorities. He then tried to run off as the deputy shot back. Deputies say a 1-year-old child was in the car at the time. They are safe. We also learned the names of the deputies involved. They're listed here on your screen. Following policy, they are all on administrative leave.